Okay, so today we're going to solve 4 log equations. Let's start from the first one. Okay, so this log of 2x plus 3 base 2 is equals to 1, right? So how do we solve for x? Okay, I'm going to use this particular rule. Okay, log b base a equals to c. B is equals to a to the power of c. Okay, so in this case, 2x plus 3 is b, and the base is 2, right? So a is 2, and c is equals to 1, right? So if you follow the rule, then 2x plus 3 has to be equals to 2 to the power of 1. Okay, so 2x would be 2 minus 3, which is negative 1. Right, and x is equals to negative half. Okay, so I hope that is simple enough. Let's try the second one. Okay, so this one is a little bit different, a little bit more difficult. Okay, so we have a base x, right? So instead of a constant, we have a variable x. Okay, but we're still going to use the same rule. Okay, so 5x minus 6 is equals to x squared. Okay, so the difficulty is that we are solving a quadratic equation, right, instead of a linear equation like the previous question. Okay, but that shouldn't deter you too much. X squared minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. So this happens to be quite easy to factorize. Okay, so if you factorize it, you will get x minus 3 and x minus 2. So x is equals to 3 or x is equals to 2. Okay, so whenever you get an answer like this, do check against the original equation, right? So you can sub x equals to 3 inside or x equals to 2 into the original equation, and you see whether it tallies. Okay, so if one of them doesn't tally, you have to reject that. Okay, let's go on to the third question. All right, let's see. Okay, so question 3. Log square root 125 base 5 is equals to x minus 3. Okay, so what should I do here? Well, square root of 125 is 125 to the power of half, right? So this is log 125 to the power of half, right? Base 5 equals to x minus 3. Okay, now there's a rule that I'm going to use here. So what is that rule? Okay, log b to the power of c base a is equals to c times log b base a, right? So this is the rule that I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm going to bring the half in front. So I'm going to get half log 125 base 5 equals to x minus 3. Okay, so now let's multiply 2 to both sides of the equation. All right, so that's 2x minus 6. Now, what is 125? 125 is actually 5 to the power of 3. Okay. So this is 5 to the power of 3. Now we can simplify this. Okay, so I can bring down the 3. Okay, so I'm still using this rule. Right, so I brought down the 3 and then I got this thing, right? 2x minus 6. Okay, so what is log 5 base 5? All right, so there's a special identity. Let me write it out in blue. Okay, so log 5. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't use 5, right? So something more general. Okay, so log a base a is always equals to 1. Okay, so log 5 base 5 is equals to 1. So this simplifies to just 3 times 1, which is 3 equals to 2x minus 6. Okay, so 2x is equals to 9. And x is equals to 9 over 2, which is 4.5. All right, so that's our answer for question 3. Okay, let's try question 4. I think I will use a new page. Okay, so question 4. Now this looks a little bit more complicated. Okay, so we have a log within a log, ln e squared. Okay, so just take note that ln is actually log base e, right? So technically, ln e squared is log e squared base e. All right, so if you apply the rule, you bring the 2 in front, you get log e base e. And if you recall, this is equal to 1, right? So this whole thing is just equals to 2. Okay, so this whole thing is simplified to just 2. Okay, so let me rewrite that first. All right, so this is just equals to 2. Okay, so I'm going to apply the rule again. I think I'll use a different color for that. Okay, so remember log b base a is equals to c. So b is equals to a to the power of c, right? So this entire thing here is like our b, right? If you think about it, right? And a is equals to 3 and c is equals to 2. Okay, so applying that rule, I know that log x base 2 is equals to 3 to the power of 2, which is 9, right? And then x would be 2 to the power of 9. Okay, so that's our solution. Right, I hope that's easy enough for you to understand. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.